Let's discuss. Hey everyone, it's Rachel back again with another reaction video, and today I am very excited because I'm going to be reacting to Termination by the Devil Wears Prada. This is the first track that we're getting off of the Zombies 2 EP, and I am a big fan of the original Zombies EP, big fan of the Devil Wears Prada, so I'm stoked about this, been stoked since the announcement and all the vinyl drops and stuff. It's been a lot of fun, so we're finally getting... Not that it's been like terribly long, but since the drop and all the excitement, we're getting the first single off of this, the first look at what this EP will sound like, which I'm really interested to hear given the act and the way that that was worked into their discography and where Zombies lies in their discography as well. I'm really interested to hear what this will sound like. So I am going to stop talking and we are going to get straight into it. Letting off into like that atmospheric part.
I'm trying to understand the stakes keep it sacred from me, but actuality is the undead threat. The transfer begins. We all dead our best.
The Devil Wears Prada, Termination. Let's discuss. This seemed like the perfect nod to their old sound while still blending in their newer sound, like the combination of their sounds mixed into this the way that I was hoping it would, because I wasn't sure, like, given the act, it doesn't 100% fit, I feel, what a Zombies 2 EP would be like, but the way that they did this first single makes perfect sense. And also I really dug some of the stuff, like how I mentioned when it it went into that more atmospheric part really suddenly during a heavy part, and then goes back to it though, because that's kind of normal for a lot of songs that we see that or talk about that for on the channel, but usually it opens up into a bigger atmospheric part, and that's what it is. But there it was just kind of like the section where it happened, and that's something we see with The Devil Wears Prada. That's not the first time I've ever heard that in one of their songs, but I love the way that sounds. The guitar, amazing. I love that, like, I don't know if for some reason the word that comes to mind is like doomy with those riffs, but like the ending and everything, just how it's really like chuggy and stuff like that. Love that. Mike's vocals are absolutely on point, and I really liked, so in the act, personally, I'm a big fan of the act. I know it was kind of a split on the Devil Wears Prada fans for who enjoyed their discography in general, because I've been a fan of them for quite a while. This was one of the bands that in high school I got into, and I've been to a bunch of their shows and stuff like that. So for me, it's also like a nostalgia thing. I really love The Devil Wears Prada, and it's cool to see them evolving. And then they put out that, like, when I remember hearing Chemical for the first time and being like, whoa, what is this? And it was a little bit of a different sound for them, but that's not something we're necessarily going to see on Zombies 2, I feel. Maybe, I don't really know, but I like how still we're getting like the harmonies are like Mike's melodic vocals as well, like how he kind of sang in there. I can't remember exactly what was being said, but he was singing a word and then it turned into a scream. There's probably a word for that, and it just sounded really great. Vocals sounded great. I loved the bass driven parts as well. That's a big subject on my channel. Bass driven parts where it goes down and you have kind of like a grooving part going. There was a lot of that going on in this song. Also, the breakdown with this like the riff that is so strange and not what you're expecting. I guess that's what now you really want to see in a breakdown, because there's a lot of breakdowns that sound very similar, and I don't think that this will be one of them. And I feel like going into his songs now, that's probably the goal, so that this did a good job covering that. I loved that part because it was not what I was expecting at all. It felt kind of weird, but still sounded great. I'm definitely going to be revisiting this song a lot. There were a couple parts where Mike did like these drawn out lower vocals, and they sounded really awesome. I'm hoping that on the EP we'll get a little bit more of that. So this is the first song. I've pre-ordered it and everything. Let me know what you're thinking in the comments if you're excited for this, and if you have a different song that you'd like to see added to either of the lists that I work off of when I'm doing request-based videos. Both links will be in the description, as well as the invite link for the Discord server, which I talk about all the time. Lots of amazing people in there. I love them. I've met a lot of great friends in there, so it's a good community of people. If that's your sort of thing, you're interested in joining, that will be there, as well as my Instagram profile link. My Instagram handle is Rachel Reacts. It's the same as my YouTube channel. I will put it up here on the screen for you, though, as well as putting it in that link tree. On Instagram, I post what I listen to the most each week. I post my vinyl collection. I post my other merch collections that I have, shirts, sweatshirts, stuff like that, and all music-related stuff, really. So if that interests you at all, that will be there. As always, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it.